Hello, beautiful souls. It's a pleasure to be back here. You are meant to shine podcast. And today I have a global leader, a soulpreneur, an amazing woman from South Africa, Kaz. So, Kaz, can you introduce yourself to us?
Thank you, Angela. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today. I'm Naidoo. I am a life transformation coach. Um, Doing what I do for the last 24 years. I love that moment when a client realizes something that was hidden from them before. And I know from that moment,
That's
this
amazing.
transformation has happened, this awakening has happened, and their life is going to be forever changed by that moment.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. So, a life transformational coach. Amazing. And before you became a coach, there's something that happened in your life that you said, "Oh my God, where I am now is not a beautiful place to be in." So, and then your journey, your started. Can you share a bit about that to us?
Yes, I think my journey began when I got divorced. It's usually some huge challenge in our lives that cause us to start asking the deeper questions of
Mm-hmm.
why am I here? Why do bad things happen to good people? He's a good person. I'm a good person. Why is it that we could not just make this work? And the pain, the heartache from that, the expectations that were broken. It really got me asking those deeper questions. And what happened in my case is that I had the divorce, and it was followed by a lot of financial problems as well. So it was a double whammy. The two things
Money and
happening.
relationships.
Yes, yes, yes. Two things at the same time. And it really, you know, ripped the carpet out from under my feet. And it was a real struggle in those years right at the beginning. But I think a part of me kept thinking there has to be more to life than struggle. There has
Oh,
to be more.
yes.
There has to be a reason that all of this happened. It can't be meaningless. And so my quest began. I started searching and searching for answers. I would read like 4 books a week. I did workshops that people were putting.
Interesting.
I had this this thirst for the answers. And I wasn't
Yeah.
right questions.
Yes. It's like a spiritual hunger. You were hungry spiritually.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes,
And it's
yes,
very important, as you said before, about the importance of challenges. There is potential in it, right? It's like the divorce, the financial struggle. They played a key role for you to like awaken yourself. What is more? What is beyond struggle? Yeah.
yes. Because in the beginning, I think as long as I was asking, why did this happen to me? I was in a victim role, right?
Oh.
Happened to me. I'm the victim here. But the moment I started understanding there has to be a reason behind this, and I started to realize that these big challenges actually provide a platform for you. It was my springboard to awaken
Oh.
your consciousness, to
Okay.
start then asking more empowering questions like, how is this happening for me?
For me. Uh-huh.
How is this here to serve me? What can I learn from it? What can I take away? How can I change my life? Take the lessons and create my life rather than just responding to what life is throwing me. And in
I
those
see.
beginnings, I first started learning about the spiritual laws, and I started learning about frequencies and energy, and it was
Mm.
a world. And I'm talking about like 28, 29 years ago. At that time, most people didn't know this language. So I was looked at as a
I
pretty
didn't
crazy.
know either. Wow. Quantum physics, right?
Yes,
You
yes,
studied
yes.
quantum.
But somehow I knew there was a deeper truth here. So I didn't care that I was looked at as this crazy person. Today, most people can speak the language, but
Mhm.
and I didn't care. I thought, I know that there is something deeper here. I know this is pulling me in some direction. I had no idea where I was going to go with it, but I was in the moment. First, it was about survival. And then I
Yeah.
made a promise to myself that I will not just survive this, I will thrive.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
kept saying that to myself. I will not just survive this, I will thrive. And I think that is why today I focus on those two areas, love and prosperity, because that's where my big
Yes.
were.
And just, I'm curious, most of your clients are men or women or both?
It's both. I try as far as possible to encourage both, but I would say it is about 70% women. I would
Oh,
like to shift and see more of a 50-50. Um,
interesting.
that women just want to learn. They want to grow. And sometimes you got to tug a man along. But I'm noticing that there are more and more that are starting to awaken and start seeking um, deeper meaning, looking for a better
Hmm.
be on this planet.
Yes, it's like we are having a restoration of the feminine and masculine essence in males and females. So it's really time for awakening and thriving, as you said. Yes.
Yes, yeah. And I think, with a lot of the women that I work with, um, they are they have dominant masculine energy, right? Because
Uh-huh.
we are
Yes.
thinking, setting goals, we're striving, we're taking action, we're making things happen, and we're proud of it. But we've forgotten that that's only half of who we are. There's this other half that we've suppressed and undermined and thought of as weak. And that's our divine feminine energy, which is so powerful. And it's time now for us to embrace that part of ourselves, the creativity, the intuition, the flow, the receptivity, the radiance. It's time for us to bring,
Yes.
and as we bring that together, we come into wholeness. And then we live, we create, we work, we love, we do all of that,
Yes.
that place of wholeness.
Yes, I totally agree with you. It's like discover our uniqueness. What makes really unique as a divine being in this physicality and shine that out there, right? Yeah, I one of
And
the
I love that word shine.
shine. Yes.
Yes, because um, one of the
Mm.
words that I've most often that a client will come back and say the people in their lives are noticing something different about them, and they say you look more radiant. What are you doing? The word radiant,
Yes.
and then I know, oh yes, now you opened up your heart.
Yeah, radiance. I like this word as well, radiance. In my language, Portuguese, it's weird to say radiance, but yeah, I love the word shine because I see that we are pure light and we are
Yes.
coming back home to our truth, right? So, and the more we do it, the more we allow ourselves to shine. We shine automatically as we are really aligned into our truth. So I am speaking the same thing that you were speaking now, but maybe in different words, but it's the same thing. So we become, even our skin become more beautiful. We have more vitality, energy. Yes, we feel excited just being here, right? Alive. Yes,
Yes.
appreciating nature, flowers, the pleasure that we have on a daily basis. That when we are on survival mode, we don't have space for this.
No, I think when we're in survival mode, then this aura around us shrinks. So we become
Uh-huh.
visible. We're small. We're trying to protect ourselves. We're coming from fear. We shrink. So our light is not visible because we are so small. But the moment we take that time to heal and to
Yes.
be it takes courage to heal. It takes courage to go into those emotions that we've suppressed,
Yes.
to look at our minds and say, what have I been feeding my mind? What are the beliefs that are running on autopilot in my mind that are not serving me? I need to release, I need to replace. And as we
Exactly.
work, and like I said, the masculine and feminine coming together, then we radiate, then we shine.
Yes, that's true.
Visible.
And I have a question for you, Cass. How did you find courage within when you got forced in the financial struggle? Say, I have to change. I cannot be who I am being now. So where that force, the courage came to you?
I think I didn't have a choice. The choice was taken
Ah,
away from because back then there wasn't much support. I was too ashamed to go to any of my family members to say, I need help. I
mm,
that was the ego, I suppose, at play, like I can't ask for help. So I had a little child and I had my back against the wall, and it was like I had to get up every day and do whatever it took so that I could not just pay off those debts, but first put food on the table, first get
mm-hmm.
bills paid and then start paying off all these debts and things. I think for me, it was, I didn't have a choice, but it was the kind of questions that I kept asking and the
Ah,
kind of information I was feeding my mind at that time. Um,
mm,
I just
amazing.
felt that there had to be a purpose behind it. There is no way that I am going through all of this difficulty for no reason. There was no way. I could not ever wrap my mind around that. I always felt there is something, there's a reason for it. I just need to tap into the reason.
Mm,
And I
I
didn't
see.
get that answer immediately. It took years for that answer to come. When I started healing, when I started getting to that place where I was feeling more whole, more in love with myself, more in love with life, and then I could help other people along the way, then I understood that my reason for experiencing all of that turmoil, all of that tragedy in my life is so that I could be the guiding light to
Mm-hmm.
people that won't need to experience that depth of pain before they wake up, before they take full control of their power and say, I am a powerful creative being. And
Yeah.
my life, I don't need to just react to everything that's being thrown at me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think it's the
So,
question, and I think it was not having a choice
so
back.
that's so people that are watching or listening to us. So it's very important. Keep asking this awakening and deeper question. Like you said, feed your mind. It's something. It's crucial in order not to give up. continue opening these doors of courage, because courage requires patience. As you said, it took years. Sometimes it takes long to get where we really want. Yeah, so yeah. And as we are here, we are work in progress, right? Yes.
Yeah, and I think today there's so much more information, guidance, support, and it's so easily available. I mean, you and I
Mhm.
are from different parts of the world. And here we are having this conversation, so all of this is available so much more easily today. And I always encourage people to reach out you can't change your situation with the same thinking that created the problem. You need a new way of thinking, a new way of being to be able to
Exactly.
the challenge that's happening in your life. So, if somebody's walked that path, then ask for that help and say, you've walked that path. I need the guidance now. I find like when it comes to weddings, for example, that a couple will spend thousands and thousands on their wedding, which is for
Mm-hmm.
one, but they will spend no time, no energy, no money on preparing for the marriage. The wedding,
Oh.
the marriage is for a lifetime. What are we doing to learn how to be that amazing partner? What are we,
Oh. Yeah.
who am I? How do I react when there's conflict? What's my attachment style? What's my love language? How do I resolve conflict when it happens? When I can learn the tools and understand myself and do the healing work from my past relationships and bring myself into that place where I'm feeling safe to be authentically me, to be vulnerable, to show up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When I'm there, then I'm going to create a magnificent relationship.
Yeah.
um,
So
so
identifying the
that is one of my
patterns are really
advice.
important. Yes. To change, like change your relationship with yourself, with others. Yes. Or a love relationship and also relationship with money. That's what you do. Love and wealth or money. Yes.
Yes.
And you have your coaching programs for this as well.
Yes, yeah. On the relationship side, I have a program called Consciously Creating Epic Relationships. I always say,
Wow.
relationship, you might as well make it epic.
So, amazing souls, if you want amazing epic relationships, please
Yes.
contact Kaz. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's why you have a lot of women also in your container.
Yes, 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 yeah. Um,
Okay.
Prosperity side, then
Yeah.
a program called Becoming a Conscious Millionaire. Because I believe
Oh,
we have to create intentionally. We've got to align our consciousness with prosperity. And that is how we create. We have to know ourselves as the creator of our reality.
sure. I totally agree.
Yeah.
So, I'd like that you please share with us your truth. What is your unique truth that you want to share with people globally?
I deeply, deeply believe that every single one of us deserves love and prosperity. We absolutely 100% deserve love and prosperity. And the only reason we don't have it in our lives is because we believe that we are not worthy of it. That
Yeah.
is one of the wounds of humanity right now, that we are not worthy, we are not enough. I have to first,
Mm-hmm.
I've got to change, I've got to be thinner, something's not right with me, and I've got to change all of these things before I can deserve love, before I deserve prosperity. And I feel that we don't need to wait for these things. We need to open ourselves to receive it right now in the moment. And when we open ourselves to receive, the relationships or the business becomes your platform for growth.
Yes.
It's giving you the opportunity. When you are in a relationship, relationships are not here to make you happy. Relationships are here to make you whole.
Yes.
Right? It's here to
Uh-huh.
your fullest potential. So when we're in relationship with another person, that's when we have to negotiate. We figure out who we are. On our own, it's very easy. We get to
Mm-hmm.
have all of the time. We come and go as we please. We wear what we want. We eat what we want. There's no negotiating necessary. But as
Mm-hmm.
soon as a relationship with another, now it's a whole new dynamic. And that the other person mirrors back to you who you
Yeah.
are. So your wounds will be triggered.
Yes.
And is also triggered.
Uh-huh. It's a fertile
Yes,
soil for growth. Yeah.
yes,
Relationships,
yes,
even with
yes,
money. Yes.
exactly. With money, it's the same. We have a relationship with money. And most of our conditioning tells us that money is the root of all evil. We talk about the stinking rich, easy come, easy go. We say, you know, who do you think I am? I'm not a Rockefeller, so there's no money. So we have this negative programming around money, where we feel that I've got to work really, really hard to just make ends meet. But when you look at nature, nature shows you her abundance. If you look at the sea, the trees, the grass, the grains of sand, it's not
Mm-hmm.
about meat, it's abundance. So the
Yes.
natural state is abundance. So we've forgotten that. If we are not living abundantly, it means we have forgotten that. So now
Mm-hmm.
we alignment with abundance. We're out of alignment with money. We have a relationship. Imagine if money was your partner, all right? This gorgeous hunk of a man, and he is money. And you look at him and you say, you're never there when I need you. You're never enough.
Ah,
You know,
interesting.
he's not going to stay. He's going to leave. So if we have that kind of relationship with money, money is not going to hang around,
Yes. In fact, we
right?
are rejecting money,
Yes, pushing away.
pushing
Yes, we.
away. Yes, exactly.
But when we can appreciate money, when we can look at money and say, thank you, whether I am receiving it or whether I am paying it out, I say thank you both times. Because
Yeah.
if there's and I need to pay this bill and I have the money to pay this bill, then I'm saying thank you. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you because you provided a service to me. And now I have the money to pay for that service or those goods. And when money's coming in. So the feminine energy is receptive. Man
Yes.
gives, feminine receives. So when we give, what do we give? We give from the masculine. So we give of our talents and our gifts. That's what we give. We give, if we give fully of that, that's our gift. We give fully, and then we rest, we relax, we open up, we receive. That's the feminine.
Wow. That's true. Yeah.
It's a beautiful dance.
It's a beautiful dance.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
And a lot of people that are depleted today are giving too much. So they just give and they give and they give and they get to a point where I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
Yeah. Overwhelmed, especially
Yes,
women. Yes, they are trying to
yes,
play both roles of the masculine and feminine. That's why they
yes.
say, "Oh, she is a warrior." Yes, we a lot. Yeah, and they say, "Wow, they feel proud about saying this." We are not here to fight. We are here to receive, enjoy, and give in a balanced and harmonious way, right? So,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And like you can't always be a taker. You can't just take and take and take and take. To be a nice dance between giving and receiving. When we get that balance right, then we feel, oh, I'm on purpose. This is why my soul is here for this purpose. And I'm serving this purpose. I'm giving from there and I'm open to receiving. So when we have that beautiful balance in place, then we realize that money is beautiful.
Oh,
Money is just,
yes.
it's just energy, right?
Yeah.
Say money is very much like alcohol. So if you give alcohol to a person who is normally a happy person, they become even more happy. But if you give alcohol to someone who's sad, they become even more depressed. If you give
Yes.
someone who's angry, they become violent, right? So
Uh-huh.
so when money comes to you, what kind of person are you? If you're a kind person, then you'll do lots of kind things with this money.
I love this analogy.
Person, you're going to just use all of the money for yourself only. So it just amplifies the energy of who you are.
Exactly. Amplifies. Yes. Oh, amazing, Kaz. So, how can people find you? If people want to create this epic relationship, find that their soulmates, divine soulmates, or heal their relationship with money, become more prosperous, how can people know where Kaz is?
Okay, I have a Facebook group called The Love Evolution,
Mm.
YouTube channel with the same name, The Love Evolution. Or they can drop me an email. It's info@nextlevelup.co.za.
Okay, what about your website?
It's www.nextlevelup.co.za.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, so it's from wherever you are to your next level up.
Oh, okay. So it was a pleasure to be here chatting and you simply shining your expertise, your uniqueness and talents with people. And I appreciate you and thank you so much.
Oh, and thank you, Angela. Thank you for the work that you're doing, for your brilliance and radiance, and for you shining your light into the world. Thank you. Thank you. We are blessed to have you.
Yes, we are meant to shine. That's, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so amazing. So this is it for today, and stay tuned for our next episodes. See you soon. I love you. I thank